Ask me to come. What it do? What it do? I'm in the dark. Oh, Lord have mercy. Good morning, y'all. I'm back again. I'm in the bed. I'm in the bed. I'm off today because I worked Saturday. Um, I'm off today. I work Saturdays, so I take the Sunday and Monday off when I work on Saturdays. Um, what's poppin'? This beach is better. What up? What up? Lisa Pittman, DM Lamb. You wish you was out today, DM. I I'm gonna be lazy today. I'm glad you listening, Lynn. Drive, please. Just focus on the road. I know these my other ones, Purple Power and DM, they gonna handle it. This beach is better. She will handle it. They all be on it. Uh, you on the way to work, y'all. So I was listening to this half a ton of Queen, the half ton Queen. Okay, now this big old Queen, he keep talking about he got us all these views and I talked about this earlier. He keeps saying that he gave us our highest ratings. The highest ratings because Simply Trey came on, and that's the only reason we had high ratings. You do know we had high ratings because it was a shit show at when when the screaming and everybody was going at it. That's what got the ratings. We could have had Wally on. We could have had Rico on. We could have had any person on, and they would have given us a lot of ratings just because of it being a train wreck. Hey JLC, I'm snuggled up. Yes, I am snuggled up in this bed. Um, Simply Trey. Yes, Simply Trey. Yes, that's a half ton of Queen. Uh, concentrated, no water added. Uh, you're a, what's up, JD Ali? You hear a lot of fool la la about him. That boy, you know what? When he was on Tracy's her live, not Simply Trey. I'm sorry. When Wally was on Tracy's live, uh, it's just him and Simply Trey are so similar. It's the Willies, the Simply Treys, the Nicole Tylers, the Heidi Flies. These are all the Tracys. These are people that have to rely on others to make them strong. All of those people I named will lie at the drop of a hat. Simple Trey. Right. Simple Trey, hell, Baby Huey, um, Brontosaurus, hell, the Queen Before Time, all those names are one and the same. And they can't stand alone. Heidi, it, and you know what? Tracy gravitated toward Wiley. And Wiley is so fake, and Tracy's so fake. It's like they're going to cancel each other out ultimately. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to. I'm still laid in bed. I came back and got in the bed. I came back and got in bed. and I'm laid down in my natural. Let me say, I'm in my au natural. uh, hey Darren, just they both were fake, y'all. And I've been out of pocket though, because I told y'all earlier. Some of my free time I've been working on this book, and this book is really taking just draining me. And I love sci-fi fantasy, but it's just me. I've fleshed out all the characters, and I've just doing some. I'm still on this first chapter, um, but I am naked. Yes, I'm butt naked, and I'm up under the covers, and I'm not turning the light on. And stop asking me to turn. Don't nobody say, "Rebel, can you turn the light? We want to see you." No, but and I am in the bed by myself right now. But Tawi, you are very inquisitive. Sandra, wasn't it a joke? Sandra, it was such a joke, and Wally kept saying, "You're my queen. You're my queen." He said Phi Babe was his queen. Wally is like a snake oil salesman. He'll say whatever he feels he needs to say at the moment to give him just to butter the person up. So of course he'll be two-faced ultimately. And then you got this queen that's migrating like a herd of wildebeest to everybody's chat. You got this queen that's migrating like a herd of wildebeest. It was sick, yes. And if you looked at the chat, hey, my try for reals. If you look at the chat, you'll see how the chat was going in on Wally. And Tracy's like, well, over here we don't tear people apart in the chats. We don't do that over here. But Tracy, you go into other people's chat and argue and go at it. Are you? It's just such a joke. Tracy and Wally, Heidi, Nicole, Tyler, they're all idiots. He is very calculated, exactly. And Darren, you know what? His go-to is to say that he wasn't on his meds. That's become his crutch. I wasn't on my meds. So that's why I'm a liar, and that's why I record people without their knowledge because I'm not on my meds. Wait. Shirley, no. You know what? Be good, Shirley. Hey, just don't be cutting no slack, baby. She come through and she be snatching edges out without any thought. Tracy has a very dark soul, and you know what? It's just she'll talk so sweet to you, and she loves. And you remember how Joyce was her baby, and that's my Joycey boo, Joycey boo, Joycey, sweet Joycey. The Joycey's everything but a child of God now, and Joyce talking about busting her in her mouth. My, how the tides have changed. Tracy is a demon. She's a succubus, but she is crazy. He does self medicate. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure put my charger in here right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. But it's crazy. It is so crazy. Hey, Auntie Donna. I think it was yesterday. I just saw the video this morning. Ninios, what happened that causes me to be in a beef with these people? Well, Tracy's just a nasty person. Talks about people's HIV statuses. Talks about people's disabled children. Uh, she's a nasty person in general. Wally's a liar. You know, it's the fact of them being dirty and nasty people that I made comments about. Right. I'm not beefing with anyone. Exactly, Tweety. I'm not beefing. I don't beef for dollars. I don't beef for dollars. It's draining. It takes energy to. I can just pay a person dust and I'm good. Wally has no boundaries. Wally is, if he was an animal, which he's not too far from that at this present time, he would eat. He'd be one of those kind of animals that he would eat his young if they didn't leave the nest immediately. What's up, house music kid? But this sector, why this sector is this beef sector? I just don't agree with that. I don't think people have just labeled it a beef sector. This doesn't have to be a sector of people going at each other all the time. You can bring other things to the table. I sound white because I'm saying it doesn't have to be a beef sector. Is that white? Do black people all fight amongst ourselves? That I don't understand that. What's white about that? Hey, Stephanie Renee, the soul pay white. No, would I sound black if I came on here saying bitches and hoes and what's up, my nigga? Should I talk like that? I can go there if I have to. Hey, Dion Court. But I don't think it's called the beef sector because a lot of people do get into it. But I don't actively beef with anyone. Right? Yeah, Sandra. Uh, I wouldn't do that anyway. What's my cash app? You want to show me how I look? You want to show me how you look? Okay, Maz, put my cash app in. Put my cash app in. Let someone Shirley show me how she looks. Thank you. But let me see what's up with my phone. Hold on, y'all. Okay, it's better. My phone was tripping. I'm going to Amazon to order me another phone, but someone was telling me I have to make sure I put unlocked on because you may buy a phone that you have to get it jailhouse broken. Um, I have a Galaxy S8. I had my phone for a couple of years now, so I think I'm just going to give me an S9 because they all do the same thing. I just want a phone that takes really good pictures, so I'm gonna look on Amazon for me a new phone this week. Thank you. But you know what? I think Unlocked is important. I haven't tried eBay, but Nanil's, I'll try that. I'm gonna look at eBay as well. Uh, oh my God, just, I be rolling. Baby, y'all, you would miss all that. Y'all don't, y'all come through kicking the doors off the hinges. I love the galaxies. My galaxy has not failed me. Um, I don't want a phone that's too big because some of these little phones look like tablets almost. They be so big, it's like you can't put it in your pocket. You have to carry it because they're basically a tablet that you can talk on. But and you know what, Darren, and the thing is, you could FaceTime with your Android. We can FaceTime with our Android phones. Uh, and our these phones nowadays, hell, they cost more than laptops. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shirley. Let me see who you are. Steven, you go away. you, YouTube is crazy, Steven. Okay, I'm back in here. I'm trying not to. When you come in, make sure you have that light off in there because I don't want to flash anybody. I was telling my friend to make sure that light's not on in there because I'm laid up in here. But okay, see the light come on. Hey, Liz. Yeah, anybody can FaceTime. Friend, yes, Steven, the friend just was chilling. But but you being nosy. But it's crazy. These people be so thirsty, and you know, Trey. And let me tell you something. We got some full-figured people in my family as well. Now Trey is a very full-figured gal. He's a mountain of a queen, but he's doing so much that I am going to Chicago for vacation. I will be there. I'm reserving my room actually today. I will be reserving my room today. I'll be paying on my deposit this week for vacation. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of people that are supporters. He came out of nowhere. Baby, Trey is one of those kind of queens you'd have to roll him in flour to find a wet spot. Trey is one of those kind of queens. You hit him with your car, you're gonna screw up your whole front wheel alignment. Baby, you run into that on a dark road, your car is gonna be totaled. You'll be there the soap. You know what, Tweety? I think that it's a lot of things I want to do in this sector. Uh, I want to build my brand. I want to build a brand, and I want to go other places. But this sector is my home. This is where I came onto YouTube. So it'll always be the place I come back to. Trey was really nice to you. You know what? I don't think Trey is. Let me say this. All jokes aside, um, Trey can have he has sometimes a friendly demeanor, a friendly demeanor, but he can be very snarky and he can come across as being uh, so bitchy that it's nasty. So bitchy, cute. A little bitchiness can be cute, but in the whole lying thing, he lied a few times. I'm not with that. You show me that you lie a lot, I just can't roll with you. And he is an opportunist. And you think it's a facade? DM, I would love to see you there. I'll be in Chicago on Thursday. Let me say that. I'm going to be there Thursday till Monday or Sunday. Do I want to leave Sunday? Trey's voice is like a little parakeet from hell because his voice is like, hello, hey y'all. It's like, let me see, let me try to get his voice. His voice is like, it's like very nasally. It's like a male version of Karen from Will and Grace. It's very and then his laugh. You should treat a person how they treat you. And I agree with that, Liz. Because we're not going to like the same people. And I'm cool with that. And I respect that. I respect you for that. What would I like to do with my brand? Well, when I say my brand, that's even with my writing and stuff. I want to get a few books published, uh, do more outreach in the community. Um, and when you leave this world, you want to leave the world having some type of a impact on someone's life, others' lives, a positive impact. What will you be remembered for? What's your contribution to mankind? Mankind. I'm getting tired. This person is gonna walk in here. Hey, hey, hold on. Okay. You want to have a positive contribution to mankind, something that people could get from who you were as a person. You want to be, and I'm saying this because, you know, hopefully live to be 100 years old. I'll be I'll be 100 and then I'll be like little Richard saying I'm not gay anymore. When you get that old, hell, nothing's working anyway, so you might as well be asexual. Yes. Um, but who are you talking about? Okay, thank you. Thank you, mods. Now, any other cute comments? Get them up out of here. Well, let me say this. No disrespectful comments are permitted. You can disagree with me all you want, but if my mods feel you overstep your boundaries, the boundaries in this chat, my mods have full right to block you or time you out. I always tell my mods that I'm not gonna question what you do. If somebody come in here and you feel they're doing the most, block them. Or it could be Tasha K. Tasha K coming here, she showing her ass, you can block her. I'm not caught up with numbers like that. But as I was saying, um, I think that Trey is gonna burn bright, but he'll burn out fast if he's not careful. Okay. Darren, he was asking if I was white. Oh my God, Sandra, I love that. You know what? I've snuck. I've done things like when it's cold, around our winter months, I may go to like a Family Dollar and buy like a bunch of little blankets and stuff and hand them out to, and I don't have that kind of money to buy hundreds of blankets. If I buy them a few, uh, I volunteered during Thanksgiving to feed homeless people. Um, but I think you should contribute. Just don't just take up space in O2. I love Sandra. Your son does that. Your son sounds like an amazing, is in my 5A voice. Your son sounds amazing. Your can of rage. Joyce, Joyce, have you let the roaches come over here? Joyce, have those roaches from that house came over here into my chat? Yeah, the women at nurse, those older women will tell you, older women, baby, they don't care what they say and how it comes out. I remember an older woman asking me, baby, is you sweet? You sweet? And I was like, sweet. Because my grandmother said that before too, on my father's side. My grandma would ask if when she's asking if somebody's gay, my grandmother say, "Are you sweet or are you shaky?" Baby, is he shaky? And I was like, shaky? Mom, what you mean, mama? They call my grandmother mama. I'd be like, mama, what you mean shaky? Shaky, like sweet. Like, oh yes, mom. I'm like, yeah, mama, he's sweet. My grandmother would ask me, is that a queen? So she started getting real hip with the sayings because my grandmother would watch like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. She would watch little shows. She liked watching Will and Grace. So she'd be like, is that a queen? Is he a queen? Hey, queen. And I'd be like, mama, not all gay people like being called that. My grandmother was a G. My grandmother, she would ask me questions that would make me so uncomfortable. She'd be like she'd be saying, "Come over here, sit down by mama," and I go sit by her. She'd be like, "Now, baby, tell me what y'all do." And I'd be like, what, "Mama, you mean like go out?" She said, "Now, baby, what y'all do?" And I'd be like, "Well, mama, I haven't gotten to that point yet. We just hold hands." And she'd be like, "Bullshit. You could tell somebody, you could tell a lie any other day, but not today, baby. You ain't gonna lie to mama. I know you're doing something. You just like your grandfather, and your grandfather was a hoe. So I know you got it in you." And I used to be like, "Mama." Mama, no, I'm not. she would tell me the stories about her gay coworkers and how she would get enemas from work and give them to her coworkers. She would tell me, "Baby, I had this white queen," and she would say queen. She said, I had this white queen that worked with me, and he was that was my baby. That was mama baby." And she said, he would always tell me, "Miss Annie, you'll give me a douche." And my yeah, I'm telling you how my grandmother said it. She would say, the guy would ask her to get him an enema. And she'd say, "And baby, he asked me, he said, 'Miss Annie, will you get me a douche? I need a douche because that bitch came over here and stole my douche out of my closet.'" Talking about one of his friends. And I would be laughing so hard. My grandmother would be, but y'all, you know what? And the strange part is, my grandmother was very accepting like that, but her mother was the total. My great grandmother was mean as hell, very churchy. You know, one of those women that go to church a lot, but they seem like they're the devil incarnate. My great grandmother was mean. You go over there, she was ready to whoop anybody for anything. She just wasn't a loving type of woman, and I wasn't around her really much at all. Just I can tell you, I saw my great grandmother only a few times, but and this is my great grandmother on my dad's side. But my great grandmother had a son, my uncle Leonard, and my uncle Leonard was he was transitioning to become a woman. He died in the 80s. I didn't get a chance to meet him. He was affected by the AIDS epidemic when it first hit, but he was on his way to become. He had breasts and everything, but his mother could never accept him being gay, and she kicked him out the house when he was a teenager. He had to go stay with one of her sisters. Uh, my grandmother was always there for her brother, and she loved him, but he didn't want to stay with my grandmother. He wanted to move to California and live his life. So my grandmother she said to herself, if any of my children or grandchildren ever were gay, I would love them unconditionally. And she got what she asked for because hell, there was about three of us that were gay and lesbian. Well, my sister's lesbian when it's convenient. She's lesbian now, and she's married. My sister's married to her partner, her wife. All right, DM. Yeah, but I my grandmother my grandmother would say she told her husband before after my grandmother got married again to my step grandfather, and he was such a cool grandpa. But she would say she told him, "Listen, you if you looking for a wife that's gonna cook and clean for you, I'm not that person." She said, "Baby, mama made up for not being able to cook in other areas." And I was like, "Mama, please, I don't mama, please. Mama, I can't. Mama, I don't please don't go into detail." Please. Please don't go into detail, Mama. I don't want to know. My grandmother, if you want to get your hair stood up, my grandmother told me she was talking about my grandfather. She was talking about my grandfather, and she said, y'all don't know what happened. My internet tripped. Uh, but my grandmother, oh, okay, what I was telling you about my grandmother, and she was talking about someone she dated before my grandfather. And she was talking about she should have married him because my grandfather wasn't about nothing. Am I back, y'all? Okay. So she was like, the boy, he was a nice young man, but he didn't have no Peter. Do y'all hear me? What my grandmother said? She said, This man that she dated was nice, but he didn't have no Peter. He didn't have a Peter. She said he was the sweetest thing, but Mama couldn't deal with that. And I was like, "Oh God, Mama." My grandmother would give. She would spoil me. She bought me my first guitar. She was very supportive of everything. She'd want to meet my boyfriends, and she'd say, "Bring him over here. If he put his hands on you, Mama gonna beat his ass." And I'd be like, "Mama, I ain't. I don't roll like that, Mama." She said, "Well, you if that nigga cut up, you throw some hot grits on that ass." And I said, "Mama, we're not gonna get to that point." I said, she said, "You throw some grits on that nigga, that Negro ass. You put some grits on that ass, he'll act right." And see, and the funny thing is, my mother's mother and my dad's mother, they didn't have it for each other because my grandfather was in between them. All of my grandparents went to the same high school here in Houston, and my grandfather was a player. He was playing my mama's mama and he was playing my daddy's mama at the same time because they were in high school together. Now the grandmother I'm telling you about, he she was easygoing and friendly and sweet and have you laughing. And my mom's mom would have you laughing as too, but my mom's mom was more of a fighter. But they never had any. They never got into it like that. But my mom's mom, she just didn't. She really didn't like my dad's mom at all. Or have a tornado. Queen Lady, much love to you as well. But I think that um, if these, you know what? I'm tired of these Nigerians hitting me up in my inbox talking about how beautiful I am and could they see me and would I be with them. Negro, if you don't sit your arse down somewhere trying to get over here to the States now that we can get married as gay people, you think they slick now. Can you hear me in there? Oh, okay. I didn't know if you could hear what I was saying. But Khalifa. Hey Khalifa. Khalifa, what's up? Oh, she used I'm telling y'all, I used to play with my cousin's Barbie dolls, but I would always end up getting in trouble because I would get the Barbie dolls and put like red fingernail polish between the legs and be like, my doll is on her period. My cousins would be crying and go tell my grandmother that I would get in trouble. I would make the dolls hump each other. I was very mannish. Yeah, not Darren, them Nigerians do be trying to get green cards. Hey Tanari. Girl bye. Hey, what's up, girl bye? What, Darren? What? Darren, just what's what you said, just. but but the thing is, these Nigerians be hitting me up in my inboxes on Facebook and stuff, and they be like, "You're so beautiful. When can I be? I would love to meet you." Now you just sat right up here and told the last bitch that was 5 feet and 300 pounds that he was beautiful. Also, now stop playing. You that's the kind that Simply Trey would get. Those kind would tell Simply Trey that he was the most beautiful person in the world. Maybe they would eat them pockets up. Oh, now Sandra, where are you located at again? Rebel got some peen at home. Rebel got some peen and cakes and booty at home. You would have whooped my. But there, you can scrape it off because the fingernail polish would dry. You can just scrape it off. But um, yeah. Oh, really? Clinique. Oh wait, Sandra, did you say where are you? Where are you located, Sandra? And you know what, y'all? When I'm telling you, when you go to the gay club, because I took my aunts with me to the gay club before, and they were embarrassing me. It wasn't bad, but they were so green that they would ask questions like, they'd be like, "What bathroom I go in? Can I go in the men's bathroom? I want to go in." One of my aunts, she was like, "I want to go in the men's bathroom," and I was like, "Kim, no, Kim, you got to go into the women's bathroom." But I saw that boy, I saw that girl go in the men's bathroom. I said, "Kim, no, this is my aunt." I'm like, "You can't just go to the women's bathroom." She wanted to go in there and peek at some pee. She wanted to peek at the urinals at these men pieces. Oh, okay. Yes, and you know, yeah, I remember going to the bathroom at the club, and I heard some clicking, like click, 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 click across the floor, and I was like, "What was that noise?" So I'm peeing. I'm in the stall, and I'm peeing, and I feel a shadow. Why this queen and popped up over the damn side of the thing and looking down at me and said, "You're cute," and I was like, "You could have told me that when I wasn't in here taking a leak." You didn't hop your ass up on this stall and peeking over on the other side. Girl, sit down somewhere. My aunts, when they saw drag queens, they were so amazed. They were like, "Oh my God, he got bigger breasts than me," and they were like, "Oh my God." It was one of them, and I knew he was trying to look like Marilyn Monroe. While my aunt Kim sat up there and said, "Oh, look at hey Phyllis Diller. He looked like Phyllis Diller," and I was like, "Kim, I don't think he was trying to look like Phyllis Diller. He's trying to look like Marilyn Monroe." She said, "Phyllis Diller, a comedian." But you can get, yeah, you can get away with anything at the gay club. You can go into the women's bathroom. You can go into the men's bathroom. I don't even know why they got male and female on the doors because people don't really, they don't really take note of that. I've never been to a swingers club. I kind of steer clear. I would be put in some awkward situations at that type of a club. Right, T Mac, exactly. But I remember going out with my friends, and this one friend of mine's, he had another friend. When I tell you he put the H in hoe, no, he wasn't a hoe, he was a whore. This guy would say he would go into the car. He'd be in the car giving somebody a BJ or having sex in the back seat of the car or going behind trash dumpsters and swingers have we got some swingers clubs here in Houston. They're very kind of you wouldn't notice them unless you knew what they were, but they kind of be out of way. Yeah, just I was just saying that because there's swingers clubs. There's one off of 45 South, like Almeda, Genoa somewhere. Because I remember a friend and I was going to the mall and he told me, that's a swingers club, and I was like, really? And I was in the Pride Parade here in Houston that was on the news. I saw myself on the news walking. We had green on. We were walking. I was walking with MD Anderson because a friend of mine works at MD Anderson. So we all had our little green shirts that said that MD Anderson, and we were carrying these huge helium balloons. That walk wore me out. When I tell you, when I got home that night, I had to soak in the Epsom bath. Love and sex. Do y'all hear? We got the people that come here in the morning. They be cutting our bushes. If you hear that noise, sound like a vacuum cleaner. That's the guys out there blowing leaves and stuff. But I'm just maybe somebody gonna be trying to brighten this picture up to see what I have on. You're not into sharing. Let me tell you something, y'all. I have been in an open relationship before years ago. And when I was in that open relationship with this guy, it was because he was thinking he was being slick on his phone, chatting with people about hooking up and stuff. And I bust his bubble one day. And I was like, listen, if you think you're going to be out there doing something, I'm going to be sitting here twiddling my thumbs waiting on you, you got another thing coming. No, we were together for a little bit, but it didn't last long. But thank you, Stephanie. You gone? Have a good day, please. Norman Bates' mother. Bump and grind. But we had a good time. Me and the guy was weird. It was cool. He was just jealous. Now, for someone to want to have an open relationship, you couldn't be jealous. And that was the problem. See, ultimately, he wanted to have an open relationship, but his idea of an open relationship was he get to sleep with who he want to, and I still just sleep with just him. That's what he wanted ultimately, but hell no. No, we became cool after that, but that was it. That was it. Oh my god. But yes. And y'all are just really what's some of your guess? He's the baby. Don't let the phone slip. No. Cause I know y'all can see a little something. Y'all got a glimpse of what I have on, but I got the cover pulled right up here. Ain't nothing. It ain't gonna. I ain't gonna do have a Rico moment. No, I don't have no drawers on. I'm butt naked. I don't sleep with anything on normally because I live by myself. Lord forbid if I have a fire or something, I'm gonna be throwing in and just maybe I may come out with a towel and that'll be it. You bet. And you know what? Just I was when she said she has a 40-year-old child, I was like, Sandra, you got a 40-year-old child? Hell, I know you didn't have no children when you was 9 or 10 years old. 40-year-old kid. I don't know what you're doing, but you need the bottle and then sell it. And then Tracy was trying to talk about your picture before, and I was like, now Tracy, you look like some type of a road killed possum. Now stop playing. And Tracy sitting over there. Yeah, you know I'm doing a parody this week. Tracy parody coming up. Tracy parody coming up. I'm gonna take y'all with me. I'm gonna do a live when I go to the Goodwill. When I go to the Goodwill, and I want y'all to see how this one worker she be acting when I come in there. Hey Kimberly, but yes, yes indeed, she be yes a road killed possum. She coming in there. She's sitting up here talking about how people look. Tracy always talks about people, a person's physical appearance, and she needs to stop that. Tracy, Tracy's a joke. Wait, hold on. Oh, Tenori, my prayers are with you and your family. Definitely, everything will be okay. Oh my God. And you know what? I think you don't have to age. When people don't realize today's 50 is not our mother's or grandmother's 50. People are living longer. People are remaining more youthful to an older at an older age. You know? You saw me yawning. Tracy Tracy is Cheryl Underwood. The day of the new rules. I don't know what's gonna happen with Tracy. Maybe she'll go back into her cave and hibernate for some months for the winter. This beach is better exactly. I say you if you have a young soul, it'll keep you youthful. You have to be able to, get out there and live. Y'all, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go look on Amazon right now and eBay for some phones. Uh, and I'm gonna lay it down again. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, y'all. You gonna see, y'all. We're gonna see how it's gonna play out. Definitely, it's gonna be interesting to watch. But thank you, that damn Bam, Just, Kimberly Black, DM Lamb, Miss All That. This beach is better. Uh, Purple Power, all my mods. Thank you for coming out and holding it down for your boy Just. Can I say that damn Bam? Yes. Thank you all for coming out. Uh, Thank you, Shirley, for the Cash App. Appreciate it. All my subscribers, friends, I look at you all as my YouTube family. Um, and I don't do anything. And my vlog father, he'll say he does the things for clicks and views, and that's his thing. Uh, I could have 10 people in my chat, and I'm just happy and feel good interacting with just those 10 people. But y'all, much love to you all. I'm out. I'll be back later. Peace.